Good morning. Good morning. It always looks dark, but I got my lights on. I think it's this back here messes up my light balance or something when the sun's coming through the window. Is it nighttime lives? Everything looks fine. I don't know. It always distracts me for a minute. Like, turn the lights on. Hey, Service Venator stopped in today. He got a turkey this morning. Yeah. Sandra is here from Hawkins Family Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. My nose is itching. Oh. NJ Sunday Drives is here. Good morning. And there's my sound check right there. Awesome. There's another one. All right. So even though I feel like I'm sitting in the dark, you can hear me. So we're good. I don't know what. It has to be the light coming through this window. And I got the blind closed, so there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, well. That's what you say, right? Oh, well. I'm trying to untie this bag of yarn. Every time I tie a bag, I'm like, reminding myself, make sure to tie it loosely so you can get it untied later. Because then what I end up doing is getting frustrated and just cutting it. Then I can't tie it back shut again. I'm getting this one. Got it. Got it. I am working on granny squares this morning, working on my granny square pants. And I think I have figured out how I'm going to join them, because I'm going to alternate a stripe of white on this, joining this row, and then a stripe of red joining the next row, and just alternate that way. I think. I'm not sure. Not positive on that. But that's what I'm thinking. So how are y'all this bright Saturday morning? It's very bright at my house. The sun is definitely shining. Let's see, I need my scissors. I've already got my crochet hook right there. Bonk! I can't wait to see them either. I've seen other granny square pants. I've never seen anyone wearing granny square pants in person. I didn't clean my glasses, and I got dog kisses, so I have like dog's nose smudge here and a nose smudge there. He's going to be getting a BATH. I can't say it out loud, but I can spell it. He's going to be getting a BATH later. He doesn't know it yet. And he's not a hider. He doesn't run and hide. He actually runs to the bathroom and stands by the tub. He won't get in it. He could. He's capable. I know this because he hops right out. But he won't hop in. I always have to pick him up. He's a Cocker Spaniel. I always have to pick him up and put him into the tub. But he gets out just fine. But he does run to the bathroom and wait for me at the tub. Well, they're still smudgy, but that's much better than it was. I can see you. There you are. Uh-oh, Anne's tired. She was up late. I was up late too. You know what I was doing? I started out catching up on videos, and I left a really long comment on Sandra's live that I missed Wednesday. And here's why. Because, you know, when you watch a replay, at least this is my experience, when I watch a replay, I forget it's a replay, and I'm always trying to type into the chat, right? So I just start a comment and keep that comment going the whole time the live is going, and I just respond in that comment like I would be responding in the live chat. It makes me feel better. And it's fun. And so I told Sandra, I'm like, sorry for this long comment, but I figured it was better than 50 little ones. my. And then of course, I was practicing music because I'm like, now if I had gone to bed and laid down, I'm sure I would have went right to sleep. But I wasn't sleepy. So I stayed up and played some music quietly. And then wrote a new tune. And I'm so excited about one of them that I wrote, and it's called Ocean Waves. And I can visualize my songs, y'all. Some of them. But this one, I knew it was going to be ocean waves when I wrote it. So you can hear them coming in and coming out and ebbing in and ebbing out. You can hear it. I wrote one called Waterfalls. And that one, you know, when you're at a waterfall, the water comes down, right? But then the mist, here's how my impression of a waterfall. Okay, so it comes down and then it hits and the mist goes right. It's not really what mist sounds like, but in my impersonation of a waterfall, this is what mist sounds like. So it comes down and then it goes, and the mist kind of comes up and hangs there, right? So in my music, you can hear the water coming down and then it comes back up for a minute and it hangs there. And when you're visualizing the waterfall, you can hear the waterfall in that song. And then last night I wrote one called Around the Bend. And because you never know what's around the bend. You never know what's going to happen later. And in my mind, I'm thinking of all my friends who go hiking, and in particular, Ray's videos, Van Life Rocks, Ray's videos where he walks those little bitty ledges paths, and you're like holding your breath watching him go along those paths, right? And then he stands up there on those cliff tops, rock tops, however you want to describe it, but way up high, and you're like, oh my gosh, don't fall off of there. And then remember one time in one of his videos, he was at the ocean, the tide was out, and he was walking, right? But he stayed too long, and when on his way back, the tide was coming in. And I remember we were all like holding our breath on that video, and then it ended before he got back to where he was going. So this song is all fun in the first half, and then the second half it changes key to a minor key, and it sounds a little ominous, right? Because now we're around the bend, and you never know if it's going to be a cliff top, a little bitty path, or the tide's coming in, or what. You never know, right? So that song made me think of his videos. Doug hasn't heard it yet because he was sleeping, and he's at work right now. So, and I didn't get up this morning when he left. I have been known to play a tune or two for him before he leaves for work. Poor guy. Baby shark do 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 do. Jaws theme music maybe would do. Hello, Tom's Wild and Wonderful Views. And there's Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Hello, Christina. Sorry I'm late and went and visited my vampire already this morning. Well, if you really meant to type vampire, I would say somebody took some blood. There's Diane Phoenix. Good morning. I was busy talking. I wasn't looking at my chat. Sandra says, my dogs get my sunglasses smudged. Copper can spell, so I just have to make him because he doesn't like the word, and both he runs away. You can't say bath and you can't spell it. They do figure out that spelling sooner or later. Oh, so that water is really good this morning. Let's see here. Diane just got in from picking up meds and dropping Jack off at play practice. Awesome. Baby Shark is the most annoying thing ever written. Oh, but it's so fun to do the dance. It's so fun to do the dance. And Doug has done it. He'll probably deny it, but he has. He certainly has. I have done it. And I can play it on my flute. Yep, had to give blood at the doctor. Wanted to check my white blood cells again. That was right. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to make some red ones. I've got this little baggie full of red granny squares. I'm not even going to try to untie it right now. I've got this one. So that's one of these entire things of granny squares here. And then this is an entire skein of white here. So let's make some more. And talk while we're working. So Service Venator's been hunting this morning. Got a turkey. What have you all been up to this morning? And took Jack to play practice and picked up meds. She says with 3 teenagers doing nonstop goes from cute to annoying fast. Let's see. I think I was doing 5. I guess I need to point this down because I am working on something. You just couldn't see it. Let's see. Do we need some music? Sandra is sitting here relaxing. It has to work this evening. Christina says my red and white cells are up to a 15. And what is the goal? What is the goal for them to be at? What did I just do? I was supposed to make a circle. I don't think that's a circle. Let's try that again. That's what happens when you talk, read a chat, and crochet at the same time. Let's try it again. Jeez. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's my counting there. Well, our weather is in that weird, one day it's spring, one day it's winter, one day it's raining, the next day it's snowing, the next day it's 75 degrees, the next day it's sleeting. Lovely spring. Lovely spring. That just means spring is almost here. If we just keep hanging on, we got to keep our winter clothes out and our summer clothes. Keep our coats out handy. And then put them up for a couple days. Keep a sweater handy, a jacket handy, because your shorts. Because you just never know what it is you're going to wear till you step outside. Let's see. 15 is high. Okay. I don't know what they're supposed to be. No, my chat's not moving. Oh, I got this. Sometimes my notifications pop up and I can't scroll or anything and they don't disappear. Sometimes they're like pop and they're gone. Ding and they're gone. And other times they're like ding and nothing will work. You have to click it off. Now, I don't understand why sometimes you have to click it off and other times you don't have to click it off. I don't know. Okay, so I did make a circle that time, guys. So it's okay now. 1, 2, and 3. Takes a lot of little granny squares. Now, I could have made big granny squares, but and most of the pants that I've looked at that are granny square pants have the big granny squares. I didn't really see very many or any with the little 3-inch granny squares like I'm making. Oh, that's not a square. Need one more bunch. I'll get the hang of talking and crocheting here in a minute. I just gonna warm up a little. Oh, 2 and 3. Now it's gonna be a square, guys. I've got it. It's gonna be a square. 1, 2, right there. Okay. There's my square. I only had to rip it out twice. But it's okay. Got the hang of it now. Now I'm on a roll. Tom's got that sales information in there. 3.92 to 5.13 trillion cells. Sandra says it's going to sell here this week. Goodness, white is 3.4 to 9.6. Wow. Ann says, my dad sent me an email late last night. He said, I am very proud of you. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm sure most of you in here know already, but in case you don't, Ann J has added to her name. This is allergies, guys. I'm really sorry. No, I've not taken my allergies pill this morning, and I forgot to take it yesterday. NJ added to her channel name, so it's NJ Sunday Drives, and she posted her first video. And she made, be sure to read her about, because she explains what the Sunday Drives is all about, but she also explains it in her video, introducing her first drive and what it's going to be about. And I'm so excited. And that's so neat that he sent you that email. That is awesome. Tom says the white count was how we found out when my wife was first diagnosed. It had gone crazy. Oh, wow. Diane says, same thing. White cells should be 3.4 to 10. Red cells should be 387 to 528. That varies. Yeah. 2, 3. So my white count is how they tell if my lupus is active or not. If I'm in a flare or the beginning of a flare. All right, this is actually going to be a square, y'all. I finally found my groove. I found my groove. One, two, three. Okay. I'm sure I chained the right number of my yarn. When it's a fresh skeiny yarn and it's packed full like that, the yarn doesn't slip out very easily as you go. So I kind of pull it out once in a while for a little bit anyway. Well, this square had a rough start, but it's going to turn out okay. It's going to turn out okay. Christina says, let's hope Monday or Tuesday that my numbers have gone down, not up. For the years I have been over 13. White goes up to fight disease and cells it does not recognize. Right, and that's what my lupus does. My immune system attacks my body. That's what lupus is. When your immune system kind of goes ding dong like mine and decides your body is the enemy and it goes after it. And, today things are different. I was diagnosed with lupus in my mid-20s, late 20s. And that's been 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, it wasn't like it was today. Lupus was not I won't say widely known. It was known, but it wasn't an as easily diagnosed condition as it is today. So you went through a lot before you got a diagnosis. And in fact, I, at that time, like I say, it's different now, but at that time, I just point blank asked for a lupus test. Because up to that time, I hadn't had one. And I was about, at my wit's end, because the way you got treated at that time, again, this is 30 years ago, it's really different now. But at that time, you got treated kind of like a hypochondriac, because that's how lupus is. One day you hurt here, the next day you're perfectly fine. Now all of a sudden you hurt in your abdomen and you can't get up and walk around. The next day you're fine. The next day it's your knees. The next day it's your foot. The next day it's your neck. The next day it's your back, right? Or the next day you've got this headache that's just got you down. It's weird. And so when, as an undiagnosed person, that's kind of how you got treated a little bit back then. But it's not like that anymore, and thank goodness. And I'm very glad. I'm very thankful. Right now, I'm doing very well, and I'm hanging on to that with everything I got. and trying not to take it for granted. And I had a couple of days not too long ago where I did have a little bit of a flare, and told my husband, I said, man, actually I was crying. I said, I forgot how much this hurts. And I used to have a very high pain tolerance because my pain every day on a scale of 1 to 10 was at least an 11, maybe a 12. It took about a 15 to get me at the hospital because I felt that way every single day. So it became my normal. And but then when I've had 6 years pain free, thank you, Lord. When I've had 6 years pain free and all of a sudden have a flare, boy, that was a different story. It took me down. It did. And yeah, I try not to take my health for granted. For sure. But I think about it. I remember how that felt less frequently the longer I have felt good, if that makes any sense. I don't even know if that makes sense. So let's see what's going on here. So Tom said his wife had leukemia, which is a blood cancer. Diane says, when I was in nursing school, I thought of the white cells as being the little Pac-Man gobbling up the bad guys. That is awesome. Christina says her numbers have been over 13 for 3 years. Sandra says, I truly am a hypochondriac. Well, that's kind of how my symptoms were until I was diagnosed. And, I had somebody tell me, that sounds like lupus. Have you been tested? And I'm like, no. And they're like, go ask for tests. I'm like, can you do that? And they're like, yes, go do it. So I asked, and it showed up in my blood work. Sure did. And they have a touch test that they do for pain points in your body. Where they touch you here, they touch you there, and it hurts in places it's not normal to hurt. That's the best way I can describe that. But I was very high on the pain scale, and on the reactive scale, I don't know what you call it, but and then my blood work came back positive. So, yepper. Tom says the new cancer therapies they have are designed to teach the white cells to recognize the cells as supposed to fight. Now, I'm not even going to try to say that, Christina, but she said that what she has is when you have more red blood cells than normal. Red blood cells are also called whatever that word is. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout your body and remove carbon dioxide. Yeah, I understand that, Sandra. Absolutely. Anne says that's how most women were treated back then, no matter what they actually had, that she read an article about it. Christina says your body, your bone marrow, the tissue in your bones makes red blood cells and releases them into your bloodstream. Christina, Diane, if I woke up and nothing hurt, I'd think I was dead. It's very familiar. Yeah. So your numbers then. So, okay, we will pray specifically for your numbers to go down. Absolutely. One, two, three. Well, I haven't been exercising. Well, I've been exercising, but I haven't been doing my stretches because of the shoulder pain over here, and I still don't know what I did to it. But it's starting to feel better, so I think I can start doing my stretches again without aggravating it too much. Whoops. So there's my little square. They're not very big. They're just little 3-inch squares. So I got to go yarn shopping. But I've already spent my crafting budget. I got to wait till next payday. And 2, 3. Go back and get some more colors, more browns, and I might add a burgundy into that brown Afghan I'm making with the brown granny squares. I added some gold in there. I think it's going to be pretty. And I think a really deep burgundy would be pretty with those browns. In my mind, it would be. I'll have to like put the yarns side by side and compare them when I get there. But that's what I'm thinking. You know, and the colors don't always work in your head like you think they're going to work when you actually see them there. In one of my very favorite little quilt samplings I made a doll quilt. My quilting teacher said, get out of your comfort zone, because I'm very, very, quilting to me is like working a puzzle. And I like my colors to balance and match. And I tend to go with subtle colors and color themes, and I'm all about everything needs to be balanced and blend together. And our instructor said, this trip to the quilting store, I want you to get colors that are totally out of your comfort zone. Colors you would never have picked. Put bright colors together, dark colors together, mix it up, go crazy. If you pick it up and say, oh, this is pretty, don't get it. I want you to get stuff that you feel like, oh my gosh, the whole time you're putting it together. So I did. And lo and behold, when I got it home, it turned out really well. It did. And I don't know if I have a picture of it or not. Let me look here. In these pictures and see if I have a picture of it. I mean, it turned out and it looks real cute, but it really stressed me out picking those colors because it was bright and bold, and it wasn't really what I would have just went and bought on my own. Okay, now where's my photos? Oh, there. You got to click on the word photos. There they are. Okay, let's look. I'm looking for it. I don't know if I had a picture on here of it or not. Okay, come on. There it is. Taking a while to load. I'm scrolling. Some tea towels my mom embroidered. Some hats. I don't think I have a picture of it here. And that's at the bottom. Great. Okay. No, I don't have a picture of it on there. I was looking on, what is that up there? Okay. I was looking to see if I had a picture of it. Let's see. Diane says, after my spinal fusion, I got treated like a hypochondriac because I still had sciatic pain and back pain. Then they did myelogram, I can't say those medical terms, and discovered my nerve roots were encased in scar tissue. Oh, wow. And picked up more yarn from a couple of thrift shops. Awesome. Awesome. Ron Darrell is here. Good morning, Ron Darrell Adventures. Good morning. Well, let's see. We never did turn on any music, so let's do that. Let's do some night driving. Because we fed the ducks last time. I'm going to come back here and adjust the volume a little. I like that they did that for us. I don't think that's too loud. If it is, I can come back and fix it. Okay. All right. I look over here and see. Oh, well. If I find it, I'll show it to you next time. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm almost ready to start putting these pants together. And that's the part I'll have to research a little bit and look at other pants and see what exactly they did. I've seen some with silver rows between the granny squares. And then I've seen some that were just sewn together without any extra rows. I think they would be stronger for washing and such if I crocheted them together and put some extra rows in between rather than sewing them together. I could be wrong. I don't know, but as I think about it, in my head, kind of seems like they would be stronger if I could do some crochet in between them. But I don't know. I anticipate a lot of crocheting and ripping it out, trying it again, ripping it out, finding what I see in my head. 2, 3. Let's see, I think that's a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. We just want it for background. We don't want it too much there. Oh, now my chat's gone. I did that last night. There we go. It's back. Y'all disappeared. Where did you go? Oh, Christina's having coffee with a little splash of French vanilla creamer. Oh, yeah. I haven't had creamer in a while. Swampy Acres Homestead is here. Hello. We're crocheting, making granny squares for some granny square pants. Oh, yeah. I am going to rock some granny square pants. Red and white checkered. Let's see. Oh, no, Tom, you don't got to go. You're not bringing us down. But my little quilt sample ended up bright yellow with polka dots and reds, and I'll have to find a picture. I know I have a picture of it on the computer. I'll have to look. I was looking to see if I had it on my crafting page, but I didn't see it there. I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm making a doll blanket. It's a doll blanket now. One and a two. One, two. All right. Let's see. Oh, Diane's having caramel crunch coconut coffee. Oh my gosh, woman. You have the best sounding coffees ever. Caramel crunch coconut coffee. But that's good. Tom said his wife had chronic back pain. That's one of the main things I had with my lupus when it was so bad. Well, it was everywhere, but in my spine. It got in my spine and caused a lot of inflammation. That's what, because when your body's attacking part of yourself, it swells and it gets swollen and red and very angry. And yeah, back pain was awful. Diane says, I'm making zero progress on my throw. Get that yarn out. Get that yarn out. Baby steps, baby steps. Oh, Christina, has 3 gnome orders to start on today. That is awesome. Oh, I love your gnomes. They're so cute. They're so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It was hard to pull through there, and then my hook came out of my yarn. I gotta put it back in there. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, I don't teach any music lessons today, but I will be working my online business today and working in my groups today, my Facebook groups, and trying to figure out how I'm going to join these pants. I'm going to keep working on the granny squares, and the next payday I'm going to buy probably, I don't think it'll take 2 more of these, but I'm going to buy 2 of these just simply because, you know, my experience has been if you didn't get quite enough and you need some more just to finish your project, when you go back to get it, there isn't any. That has happened so many times that now I try to just buy enough. And if I have some left over, fine, it goes in the stash, right? So I think I'm going to buy 2 more red and 2 more white. So because, you know, I haven't decided how I'm going to put it together yet. And I think 1 skein will do it. But I'm going to play it safe and get 2 of each color just to be sure. And while I play around and figure out how I'm going to join them together. I still need to get me a pair of white leggings. I have black, but I don't know. My shirt's all cheerful and red and white with some orange, and the pants are going to be all cheerful, red and white. So I probably am going to go with white leggings, maybe red. I don't know till I go look and see what there is. That'll kind of be the deciding factor right there. What's available. Because granny squares are a little bit see-through, y'all. Just a little. Just a wee bit. So yes, I will have some leggings on for sure. And I think that'll work just fine. One, two, three. And then I'm also going to spend some time getting my music files put on to, this is not the card, but this is what we got to put the music information on, because that'll be less breakable, I think, than something with moving parts. I just, like, this could get squashed and cracked and broken, where this, in its little plastic flat case, probably could get squished, but it's not going to break. So we have to think about the squishable factor around here to get the music. Let's see. So first you got to write it. So I have my papers, the original papers where I wrote the music. Then I write it out to play from. Then you have to record it sound wise. So I record myself playing it. And then we record it again with both of us so I can document the chords and write out the chord chart to go with it. And ideally, I would also get out my manuscript paper, the music staff paper, and write it out in actual music notes. And then put all of that on here, get that baby in the mail. And so every Monday, that's my small goal, is every Monday, whatever I've got done goes on one of these, it goes in the mail. And so that's how I'm going to get that huge mountain of work done, is just a little bit at a time. And on Monday, send in what I've got done. Oh, absolutely. I usually always drop my link. I hadn't even thought about it because I've been talking nonstop. You can't get a word in edgewise. That was supposed to be like to the Army marching tune. You know, I don't know if they really have an Army marching tune, but on TV, they always do it, right? Here you go. There's Tracy Ocean Fire 777 coming in to say hello. She'll watch the whole thing after chores. All right. Are you going to get Doug's expression at your granny square pants? I'm going to try. Let's see here. Oh, so far. Oh, there she is. You ready? Okay. Here you come. Boop. Oh, move it over a little. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love it.
A couple people wanted to see it.
I love that.
I have to make another one.
Oh, that's adorable. I love that fabric, and I love. Now, did you color his beard yourself?
I did.
That is amazing.
Hair chalk.
Huh?
Hair chalk.
Oh. Well, you did an amazing job with it. Oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I have another order for another one like him.
That's amazing. You do such a good job on those.
My husband suggested I put peace signs on his feet.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to cut out some vinyl and put peace signs on his feet.
That is awesome. I love it. Love it.
But yeah, I have two. So I have one more hymn to make. And I need to start on Michelle's. I got her fabric in the mail for
Awesome.
hers. And then I got an order for a biker. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do a biker.
Payday, you'll have my order for a duck.
I need to get started on your duck too. So
Well, no, he's at the last of the line. But Payday, I'll send you my money for that. Make that an official order. And then I'm going to go buy the rest of my yarn. Yeah.
it's so funny that talking about that duck's what got Doug to talk.
I know. That was awesome. He's like, oh.
As I'm going away, he speaks.
That was funny. That was funny. Hey, Paul Vines is here. Good morning. I'm so far behind in my chat. I don't even know what's going on in my chat. So if there's somebody I didn't say hi to, just pop a wave in at the bottom or a heart or something, and then I'll see you.
Well, I just wanted to show that gnome.
Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. You don't got to go. You can stay a while.
We'll see how my husband is.
I saw something outside your window.
My husband.
Oh, okay.
He's outside doing something and listening to music.
Awesome. I'm going to be outside looking at my flower pots to see. I don't know if it's warm enough for me to be out there, but I'm going to go look them over anyway and dream of flowers.
Mine have been weeded and my tulips are starting to come up.
Oh, neat. I don't have any tulips, but I have some daffodils.
I need some daffodils.
I need some tulips. When do you plant tulips? Like, it's too late to plant them right now.
Yeah, it's too late to plant them now, but mine came up on their own.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I got a bunch of irises several years ago, and they're starting to green. So I can't wait till they bloom.
I love irises. I noticed, though, out there in my little iris bed, they've all the little rhizome parts, they have all kind of come up to the surface.
I had to put soil over the top of mine because they had started coming up to the surface too.
That's what Doug said we need to do.
Yeah, the bulbs are starting to show or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know they would come up to the surface like that, but they sure
Yeah.
did. So
I took some potting soil that I had and just started putting them over the top of them so they're not exposed.
I'm going to have to. I have one iris bed that's all irises, and then I have some just stuck here and there. So I got to check them all and see if the others are doing that too or not. I don't know. I haven't looked that closely yet.
Well, mine's in the front, and it's got a lilac bush that's starting to,
Those
it's
smell
starting to
so
bud.
good.
I've got a wild rose bush that's starting to grow. We trimmed it down because it goes nuts. And then my irises are starting to green and come up, and then my tulips. But I want daffodils.
I have one little sprig of daffodils. I need to get some more and plant those. Get those in tulips because I think you'd plant those at the same time.
Yeah.
Is it in the fall or the end of the summer maybe?
I think
I'll have to look it up
fall.
to check and make sure. But yeah, every year I say I'm going to get them and then I forget. I forget in the fall.
If I had a ton, I would definitely send you some bulbs, but I only have like 4 or 5 in a cluster that just all of a sudden showed up.
There's my alarm. I also like gladiolus, and those you got to dig up when the season's over. You got to dig them up and bring them in, and but I'm gonna get some more of those. I don't mind digging them up. I tried to see if they would winter here because in where I lived before, I could leave them there and they would come up, but it was too. I guess the winter was too bad here, so I got to get some more. Kitty cats, there's no hissing. Go on. They don't like to even look at each other right now. I don't know. Everybody's cranky.
I also have a snowball bush that's starting to green up too.
Those are neat.
It used to be huge and had a grapevine intertwined in it.
Uh-huh.
It was so big that because where we live, my husband actually grew up here. His mom used to own our trailer.
Uh-huh.
And they had dug it out, so he had a little reading nook underneath the snowball bush.
That's so cool.
And the grapevine. And our old neighbor that's now isn't our neighbor anymore, one summer decided to tear it all out because the root system was on their property.
Oh no.
But most of it was on ours. But it came back. They thought they got rid of it, but it came back. But it's not as big as it used to be, which is sad. And then they destroyed the grapevine. The grapevine did not come back.
Oh.
And we were pretty upset about that because we used to make juice in that with it. And we don't want anybody to accidentally get stung. It's on our property.
Man.
Yeah, the roots were on your property, but the rest of it was on ours. So we both would have been liable. And then they moved away. They sold it and moved away.
Aw. I grow blackberries, and we just a couple of weeks ago when it was really nice and warm, got those all trimmed up really good, and we trim them every year, but we kind of just like around the edges trim them. This year, before anything leafed out, when we could get to the bottoms of the bushes, we went in there and cut out all the dead stuff there at the bottom of it. So they look thin right now, but they'll grow.
I had a raspberry and a blackberry bush, but I don't think they made it this year. They look pretty dead.
1, 2, 3. I gotta count.
And then I lost a lot of my strawberries. I have 2 good strawberry plants left.
I cannot grow strawberries here at all. I think we're too shady because of the woods all around us. But I love strawberries.
So, not last year, I have them in a planter box that can be moved. And the year before, they did awesome. They were up on a stand underneath my bedroom window. And we moved them. And last year they did okay, but they didn't do as good as they did the year before. But I went out last weekend or the weekend before and started weeding everything, I noticed I only had 2 strawberry plants that had made it.
Aw, man. Have to get some more.
Yep.
We have wild strawberries. But
Jenna loves going out and picking them.
They only make little bitty berries. They don't make very big berries at all. Let's see what's going over here in this chat. Anne's asking if that was a wizard.
I don't know. He's just a gnome.
I love his material looks wizardy. I like it. I like that so much. They're excited over the biker one too.
Yeah, I gotta figure him out.
Oh, Diane says it got down to 28 and lots of stuff froze last night. And Sandra's tiger lilies are growing. Tracy says her mother's flowers come back each year. She's got tulips emojis in there.
What are the ones that they use a lot, like on Memorial Day at grave sites that you buy in the big, that have a bunch of them? What are those called?
Carnations is coming to my mind, but I don't think that's...
I don't think that... They kind of look like them, but they're not them. Because my husband bought me like 3 of them, and I planted them in a pot last year.
Oh, the mums?
I think that's what they are. The mums, yes.
Yeah.
And they're coming back this year, some of them.
We bought ours and had them out for decorations, and then we planted them, and they're coming up already. We saw.
Yeah, I have some of them coming up too in the pot.
We put ours right in the ground.
I don't have much space, so I just put them in a pot and put them on my back cement pad.
Did you leave them out for the winter, or did you bring them in somewhere?
I left them out, and they're coming back.
Really?
I didn't think they would come back, so I was like, whatever. I didn't have anywhere to put them in the house.
I put mine in the ground because I was afraid they would freeze in the pot.
Nope, they're coming back.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, he bought them. I can't remember. He bought them for my birthday, because my birthday's around Memorial Day. And he bought me 3 different colors, white, purple, and yellow. And so I just put them all together in one pot.
Oh, that'd be
And
cool.
They looked really pretty out there during the summer, and they're coming back. Some of them, anyways.
Nice. Diane says a bunch of purple coneflowers appeared all around Toby's memorial bench. And no one near there grows them. Purple coneflowers are one of my favorite flowers in my perennial garden. I lucked out on my garden that has all the lilies and the purple coneflowers are in a square area. I actually got those because one of my neighbors was moving and she always kept hers beautiful. I mean, she babied them and fertilized them, and I mean, they were beautiful. And she asked me if I wanted that garden, if we came and dug it up, we could have it. So we're like, yeah. So we went and dug it up and moved it all over here. And it did good.
Okay, I'm going to mute for a minute, but I'm here.
Sure. Let's see. And purple was his favorite color. That is awesome. Right? A beautiful, peaceful, beautiful place to think of him. And I love wind chimes. Love wind chimes. And Jay has 3 snowball bushes too. It used to be very common around here, but not really anymore. I know, right? Like all my grandmas had snowball bushes. That was hard to say. And lilac bushes. And one of my grandmas, the lilac bush was so big, all the kids like made a fort underneath it. Oh, neat. Oh, yeah. I can see your stuff coming up there, and there's your bush.
So those are...
What's up, kitty kitty? Nice.
Am I buffering?
I think you did. We saw your flowers, but if you were
Okay.
talking, we didn't hear you. We're going on an adventure.
I'm trying to make sure you don't get a music strike.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at those planters. Oh, do you like those planters? Because I was thinking about getting some of those.
I love them until the wind tipped them over. So I haven't put them back together. But that's mint trying to grow back. It took a tumble.
Oh, nice. There's a kitty.
Yes, that is my Smokey. See, they're coming back.
Yeah, they sure are.
Only a few of them, but
Yeah, but they all be nice big plants though, so that's going to be pretty.
I still got a lot of cleanup to do.
Oh, you should see mine. They're ugly all winter. That's what I tell Doug. I said, how can something that's so pretty in the summer be so kind of ugly all winter long?
Those are what are left of my strawberries. And my cat.
He's like, I'll help. I'll help.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Looks like we got one flowering already.
Oh, you do? I didn't notice that till you said that.
But that's where my raspberries were. One looks like it's still a little green, and another one's trying to green. We'll see what it does.
Yeah.
I need to clean it out. Like I said, limited space.
Yeah, I have limited space too, and what it ends up looking like is my whole yard's a garden. Because pretty much it is.
Well, I got a swing set and a trampoline that takes up most of my yard.
Cool.
But yeah, it's starting to warm up. Got to do a lot of cleaning.
I've got and I tend to leave the dead growth there until spring, so I know what's coming up where. Otherwise, I'm working blind until it does come up, because some of the stuff in my garden comes up in spring, some comes up summer, and that's the only way I don't accidentally dig something up when I'm messing around. Or weeding even. I accidentally weeded flowers before. And I always get Doug. I always say, just let me do the weeding because I won't pull the flowers. And then I pulled flowers. He was like, see? You did it too. Tracy says her mom planted a snowball bush. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Strawberries and blackberries and raspberries. Diane says my bunny family eats all my strawberries.
Jenna eats all my strawberries.
Here, I'll put this down there again. If anybody else wants to come on up, come on up. I just totally forgot to even drop it.
Yeah, my next couple weekends will be cleanup after I get these gnomes done.
Oh, and hostas. Hostas are pretty too. And I was gonna last year, that's one of the things I said I was gonna add this year, and I forgot about it till you said that. Hostas. And hostas are okay to grow in the shade too. See, that's what I've got to look for this year are some shade plants. 2, 3. Diane
So the
says, I
kitty,
love lilacs.
the kitty followed me right back into the house. He thinks if he comes in and out, he gets treats. He's got another thing coming. He just ate the last of them.
Aw. And are the butterfly bushes the ones with the orange flowers? Because somebody locally had something that was really pretty with orange flowers, and I asked what it was. I didn't ask them, but whoever it was I was with at the time said that's a butterfly bush. And it had orange flowers. It's really pretty. Our milkweed's coming up. We grow that for the monarchs. And I had somebody stopped to do some work for one of my neighbors, and I noticed him standing outside the front of my house, and he was there long enough. I went out there and I'm like, man, can I help you with something? And he says, is this milkweed? This is milkweed. I said, yeah, it's milkweed. Don't pull it. He had a hold of some leaves. I said, don't pull it. I grow it on purpose. He said, for the monarchs. I said, yeah. He said, well, can I come get some seed pods when those seed out? I'm like, sure. So he was going to grow some for the monarchs too.
Hello, Nellie.
My chat's not even moving. I'll have to scroll down to the bottom. She is here. Well, Nellie RV Adventures. Hello.
I love my lilac or my irises because they're a mix of purple, root beer, and orange.
Ooh. Pretty. And Tracy says, yes, they have an orange one. Butterfly bush.
I'm just excited I have a strawberry coming up already. Let's hope it doesn't freeze it.
I know, right? Yeah.
We're not out of the freezing danger yet.
No, we're not either. See, I should have had, technically, by the calendar, I should have had my leaf lettuce planted already, but I know it wouldn't have survived the snow and the sleet. And
I haven't started anything yet, even inside. Because Utah's so unpredictable, we can have snow even in July.
Wow. I've never had snow in July in Missouri in my lifetime.
It doesn't stick, but it snowed.
It's cold enough to snow anyway. Our last snow didn't stick because the ground was warm enough. It didn't stick, but it snowed yesterday and the night before. Yep, she's gone. There she is. All right, I'm bringing you up.
Hit the wrong button.
I was like, I'm still talking. I looked up, I'm like, oops, she's gone.
I went to check chat and I hit the wrong button.
Let's see.
That's what you get for doing it on your phone.
Oh, Anne says trumpet is a pretty orange color and they attract butterflies too. We have right here at the woods, right behind us, we have honeysuckle. You know that honeysuckle stays green all winter long?
I didn't
know it was supposed to, but this particular spot does. And the year before we noticed it did. So this year we watched it to see if that was a fluke or if it really did. And it stayed green the whole time. But it smells so good and my allergies just go, but it smells so good.
I know my allergies are already gone haywire.
Oh, goodness. I'm already back on my allergy, except I got to get back in the habit of remembering to take it every day.
I need to get back on mine.
But I've been on it except for today and yesterday. I forgot. for a week now, and I already sound so much better. And my eyes aren't as swollen. I don't even know if you can tell the difference, but my eyes aren't as puffy. You know, when you're get your allergies, your eyes can feel like they're this big, right?
Yeah.
That's how mine were feeling.
What? Meow.
My cat thought about coming over here to crochet. I don't know if you heard him meow a while ago, but
Oh, mine just meowed. He wants back out.
all you can see is his tail. There's his and because I pointed at it, he moved it. I point at them when I'm wanting them to move, so they probably thought that point meant move.
Yeah, you just walked over and laid on the floor between
Oh.
the front door and where I'm sitting.
Our dog likes to lay in the kitchen, and I think it's because there's linoleum in there and it's cool.
They'll lay in the laundry room on top of the heater vent. They'll lay in the kitchen right in front of the sink on the rug. Or they'll sweep any of the computer chairs in the house if nobody's sitting in it and it's warm.
Oh yeah, you get up, somebody steals your seat for sure. My cats have decided they like, if they're in the kitchen, they're on top of the refrigerator.
They have a cat tower in the kitchen by the window.
We moved our cat tower out on the porch. I have an enclosed porch. It's out there. We had it here in the living room for the last 2 years, and they loved it when it first moved in. And then it's like, we don't need that thing anymore. So we moved it outside. And so now just the moving it made it all brand new again. And they're always on it now.
Yeah, we have one in the kitchen and we have one in the living room by the window. But the one by in the living room becomes a catch-all for my kids.
Yep. I've thrown coats on mine. Guilty.
I think every surface on in this house has become a catch-all for my kids.
You know, I just had to give myself the talk that the top of my dresser is not my dirty clothes hamper.
I need to go through mine because I have way too many clothes that don't fit anymore. They're too big and I just need to get rid of them.
Yeah. I need to go through my clothes. You know, when I was a kid, of course, it had to do with not having enough room. We always went through our clothes every year at the end of the summer. We put up our shorts and our tank tops and things like that. Literally got them out of the closet, put them away. You didn't see them again till spring. And then you got out your sweater. Whoop, I about knocked something off. I talk with my hands and I knock stuff down. Then you got out your sweaters and your long sleeve, your flannels. You know, as kids, flannel was very popular. Everybody had flannel shirts. And then at the end of winter, you put those out and you moved in your spring stuff again. You had to try. There you go.
My son.
You had to try
on my chair.
On, and what didn't fit. You know, we all hand-me-downs. Hand-me-downs. When I was growing up, and they're still not an insult to me today. I love hand-me-downs and thrift stores. But hand-me-downs were just a fact of life. And you were so excited about hand-me-downs. You know, if somebody... her shirt didn't fit her anymore than you got it, right? And when you outgrew yours, the next one got it. And yeah, that was fun.
My kids at school keep sending home big bags of clothes for my kids.
Awesome.
I get a message. What size is Dana in now? What size is Cristobal in now?
That's awesome. Yeah, and now that's like one of the cool things to do now is the moms. There's like moms groups where they do that. They trade the kid clothes.
Yeah, the counselor always will occasionally send a big garbage bag full of clothes for one of my kids.
That is cool. That is awesome.
I had to start telling her, I don't have room for all of them right now.
So
Wait
much.
until she's in the next size.
That is awesome. Let's see. I'm going to put that back out there again in case anybody else wants to come. I can't believe I totally forgot about dropping that. Because I was talking. I know. It's unbelievable. You would not think I could talk so much that I would forget to drop my link. I know.
You just got to make up for Doug.
Y'all know how quiet I am.
You just got to make up for Doug.
Doug's not here, so I can get a word
I know.
wise. That's what
Yep.
it is.
That's all what it is. Oh my gosh, the looks between the two of you last night was so funny.
When we were playing, I kept messing up. He kept messing up. I didn't know if you guys could tell we were messing up, but so we were just like giving each other a hard time.
He was on a roll.
He is much honorier than you guys even know.
Sounds like somebody in my house who's ornery all the time.
He is.
Does yours yell at you about how much you're on YouTube?
No. He just knows it's all the time.
Oh, lucky, because I get yelled at. You're always on YouTube.
Well,
you're always outside and ornery.
I usually am multitasking, doing stuff here and doing stuff there, and he actually knows I'm having trouble getting to everybody's channels. And before I went back to work, I was real good about being at a lot of lives and watching a lot of videos and, you know, seeing like everybody, right? And then I went back to work and my balance was all out of whack, and I'm still not, I still don't get to go to as many lives as I want to. I still don't get to watch everybody's videos, and I try really hard. So my problem is I'll think of it and then I forget. So I've started using my watch later list, and that means I pretty much one day Doug goes to the farm on Sundays. So Sunday is when I like have YouTube on all day long on my watch list, trying to catch everybody that I missed through the week. And I still don't get it all done, but I try.
Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube while I'm working. I have one earphone in and my work headset in, and I'm just watching because it makes my day go by faster.
It does.
Especially when I'm dealing with ornery people. And then I like to, when I get off, lay down and watch some lives that usually start and help me detox from ornery people at work.
Oh yeah, I understand. And I actually am able to focus more on what I'm doing if I have something I'm listening to. Otherwise, I'm like, every little thing I see, I click on it. You know what I mean? It keeps me from clicking on everything and getting distracted while I'm working.
Yeah. Well, and when you got people yelling at you, yet left and right, because their car's been picked up, and they can't afford to make their payments, and we're a bad company, you just gotta find something to tune that all out.
You're the one caught in the middle handling all those calls. Gotcha. Yep.
I hate my job sometimes.
You know how to spell stress then. No stress. No stress. These little bitty granny squares.
I can't wait till you put them together.
Oh yeah. Oh, Diane's put the look in there. Diane says, did you catch Kevin's video last night? It's
Yeah.
on my watch list for today because I did not catch it last night.
His clickbait video.
That he warned us about, right?
Yeah. It's not that bad. It was a good video. For some reason, I found another van lifer yesterday. He's out of Las Vegas. It showed up on my watch list. It was him and his brother. And
his brother died?
His brother was killed.
Yes, I recently subscribed to him.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like, and it was like, I wonder if it showed up because some of the streams have been talking about mental health.
I don't know.
And that's basically what was happening with his brother was mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And they got in a fight, and he took off walking, and his brother took off with the van, and he was like, my brother wasn't even in the right mind to be driving, and so he called the cops, and
yeah,
he was killed by the cops. 2 artists. What is his channel name?
I don't know.
2 artists in a van.
I think so. I'm gonna write that down because I was gonna ask you if you could remember it.
I think it's 2 artists in a van, and it was. I said, hey, you're a van lifer. We have a great community. If you're always welcome to come and check our community out. They've got a great support system. Now that you're by yourself with your dog and your brother, you recently lost your brother. I give you kudos for going on. He lost his mom. They had to move out of the house because she was so far in debt. They bought a van together and was traveling.
Yep.
Yeah, I came across him last night.
Yeah, he came into my suggested videos. We have that section.
Yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Hey, he makes some good food though on the road.
Yeah. Some people make that look so easy, and I know it isn't.
Wow. I watched his style of a Philly cheesesteak on a flatbread, homemade flatbread, and I watched his enchilada one.
Check this chat here. Diane said he was mischievous last night.
And yes, and he built a memorial too for his brother, him and his dad.
Yeah.
And I love all the stickers on his van.
See, Diane saw that, and Anne has seen that. Yeah.
He put all the stickers on his van to cover up the bullet holes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I cried.
I did too. And that casino that gave him a free room, not even known at the time his brother had been shot.
I'll have to make my way back over there. I wrote it down. Hostas, orange butterfly bush, and 2 artists in a van. Because that is the name of his channel.
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure.
He's coming to Utah, and I'm like, so where at are you coming? I'd love to give you a sticker to put on your van.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has really good videos. I'll send you the link after this, Diane.
Yeah, if I can't find it, I'll email you for that link. But I'm pretty sure that's That is the name of his channel, Two Artists in a Van.
Yeah, I'm just glad that he's still doing it, even though he doesn't have his brother, and his brother's dog died too.
Yeah, me too.
But he has some really good videos.
And then he hasn't, he hasn't popped back up in my suggested videos again. So I'll just have to.
I think his newest video was his enchilada video.
I rang the bell.
I did too. Oh, she found him.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
It's Two Artists in a Van, right, Diane?
Pretty sure it is.
I think he would fit right in with this community.
Oh, I do too. Yeah. I do too. What you doing, big boy? Come here. Come say hi. No, you don't want to? He's like, but I usually get in trouble for that, Mom. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi, big boy. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yes. He's a purring machine. Aww.
There's my little girl. She's the one that doesn't go out. That's my laundry pile that's clean and needs to be folded.
That's how it is when you got kids and lots of laundry to do. I remember those days.
It's all clean. It just needs to be folded. It's my least favorite part.
Mine too. All right, you can go. Oh,
yeah. They dropped the link.
Two Artists in a van. Not in a van. I thought it was
a van. Yeah.
Two Artists.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. I thought it was in a van.
Yeah, I think I binge watched 4 of his videos yesterday.
Diane said, hi, Monkey Baby. Oh, he's eating some potato chips. Last night, there's a piano bench right here beside me that I have some notebooks laid on. And I try to make places where the cats can sit because they do usually get shown the water bottle when they come to my desk. Because I don't want them walking on my computer. One of my cats ruined my previous laptop by walking on it. Just walking on it. And it made the buttons not work anymore.
Yeah, mine know they aren't to touch my work laptop.
So that's why he looked scared while I was holding him at my desk. He's like, I'm so confused. I'm in trouble. But anyway, he's eating his potato chips I gave him last night. Mm-hmm. Last night, I put my feet up. I got some potato chips and a soda. And I just leaned back and relaxed and watching an online concert. And it was a Beatles, Legends of Liverpool. They're a Beatles tribute band. And listened to them and ate potato chips. And the cat thought he had to have some. He wouldn't eat them last night, but he's eating them now.
How funny.
He ate them all. My other cat loves Doritos. Doritos.
The one I just showed you likes popcorn.
Monkey eats popcorn. The other Bubba, he won't eat popcorn. But he begs for it. And if you don't give him some, it causes an argument between them that he won't eat it.
That's funny.
Okay, so if anybody asked me anything while I was talking, put it in there again because I'm now looking at my chat. I got this many granny squares done. Oh, Ann says it got cold and overcast since this morning. It's getting colder as the day goes by. That's never fun. Oh, starting tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern, they're live streaming The Chosen, 2 episodes a night. Ann says it's too cold to work in the yard now. Dang. I don't even know what the temperature is. I haven't even been outside this morning. Haven't even looked.
Who's streaming The Chosen? Sorry.
She didn't say who it was. I'm looking at my temperature. Trying to. 47.
I'm scared to hit any buttons.
47 today, right now. Cool.
Hopefully I don't lose you. It's 48 here.
Nope, you're still there.
48 here.
48. You're 1 degree warmer than I am. I'm jealous too. The Chosen is streaming it. She says it's the name of the series and the company and the app. She says it's 41 there, but it feels like 32. Brr.
It wasn't that cold when I went out to show everything. Felt pretty nice. At some point, if it warms up a little more, I'll open up windows.
There you go. I think I'm going to open a window. That one right there. As a matter of fact, I can open it just a little bit and put that fan in front of it, and it brings in a lot of air.
Which reminds me. Oh! Headset. Trip on it.
No tripping.
Yeah, I come up and load the computer that I never get to use. But it doesn't have a camera on it, so I need to see if I can find a peace sign.
That's going to be so cute.
Use my Cricut.
You know what I did? I drank out of my SpongeBob cup yesterday, and it wasn't even a morning talk. And then the cup you made me is the next one for Monday. I put them up on their own shelf so I could alternate them because I can't remember what I used last.
So the cup you're drinking water out of?
Yeah.
The metal ones?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I have 5 of them being made with the Dyson's Crazy Adventures on them.
Oh, neat.
And I'll order more later. But I'm giving 2 of them away.
That is neat.
My kids have already claimed 1 each.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to this metal straw.
I love mine.
I've said before, I was a straw biter and didn't even realize it, because when they're plastic and they move, right? But when it was metal, then all of a sudden I realized I was used to biting my straw. And so I had to break that habit. And now I don't even think about it anymore. But they keep your drink so cold. Oh my gosh.
I can put water next to my bed with some ice and wake up the next morning and it still have ice in it.
Yeah. Now I don't want to use anything else. Let's see. Oh, Kevin's live in 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, we have been live for like over an hour and a half. I didn't even realize it.
Hour and 42 minutes.
Wow. Service Venator's here. Hello, hello. I can call it knitting if I want to. Yes, we are very serious crocheters here.
Sorry, I grabbed something. See, this is the one I'm using.
Yeah.
I won this one off of a different YouTube channel.
I like that. I like those colors too.
It's Adventures and Bass Fishing with TK Heaven.
Nice.
And Kickin' It Country keeps teasing me and says I need one of his, but he won't send me one.
I like those. We haven't.
I can't wait to get mine.
We don't have any stickers or anything.
Well, mine's the Utah logo with the mountains and all that you see in my picture when I comment.
Uh-huh.
That's my logo, and I had it blown up and put on cups. Lizzie Lou Creates made my logo.
Oh, neat.
And she was the first one to get a sticker because I turned them into stickers.
I got my sticker.
Yes, you did. I need to order some more.
Love it. Well, y'all, I guess we ought to get off of here and get ready to go to Kevin's live.
Raid Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm shocked neither one of my kids are awake.
Anne says that's very cool. Her stepdaughter makes those, and she made the one that was made for Gina.
Yeah, my friend makes them. Well, two of my friends together make them that I work with. And she's giving me a good deal on mine.
Nice.
And I'm paying her by paycheck.
Yeah.
They got a couple done, but a couple of them, they had problems with them and had to send the cups back, and the company's making it right.
Oh, wow.
Because they were all rough instead of smooth. They were all like, the felt of them were like gritty.
Yeah.
After they were baked. And that's not what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be like that smooth.
Uh-huh.
And so the company, they had to send those ones back to them, and they're sending them brand new ones.
Nice.
So, or I would already have them.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows how to get to Kevin's channel, but if somebody wants to drop the link for Kevin's channel for his live, I would appreciate that very much. That way, if there's somebody that's not been there, they can come right along.
Check him out.
Yeah. Because he's awesome.
He's funny.
He is.
I'm so glad he's back on the road. He's so much happier.
You can see it. You can see it on his face. Yeah. And he's relaxed. There it is. Thank you, Diane. He's a dork, she says. That's why we love him.
Now I gotta decide which one to pick.
Aww.
Thinking this one.
Neat. Well, you can just do all kinds of things on that machine.
Yes, I can. It's how I made your cup, believe it or not.
That's what you said.
Let me.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, come on. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. See?
There it is. There it is. And that's the happiest little coffee cup decal I've ever seen. Makes me smile. It's the tongue. Oh, look at that.
I made that and put it on t-shirts.
Nice.
And I had this put on a water bottle with Denna's name on it.
Aw, I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh my gosh, Tracy says I just spent 10 minutes getting 2 wild birds out of a pigeon pen and putting one pigeon back in. Oh my gosh. That's kind of funny since we're not the ones trying to do the getting them out. I bet that was frustrating. On our end, that's pretty funny.
I tried to catch a cockatiel last summer that was up on the swing set.
Oh, wow.
Don't know where it came from. I had it, and then it bit me pretty good, and I accidentally let it go.
Oh,
I didn't have any gloves.
They got big beaks. I'd be afraid.
I didn't have any gloves and was like, Denna came running in. Mom, there's a strange looking bird on the swing set. And I go look, and it was a cockatiel.
That'd be a shock. You don't expect to walk outside and see a cockatiel.
No. Should be in somebody's house.
Right. She said it took forever coaxing them out of that cage. Oh my gosh. I had pet doves and ringneck doves. And so to me, I laugh at that because I remember what it's like reaching in a cage with wings going like this. But then because they were pets, they tamed down and I could hold them. And I would take them, get them out of their cages, take them to the bathtub and let them water bath in there.
We had a cockatiel growing up that we used to open up the cage and let it fly around. It would jump on the back of the couch by my dad. And my dad would put a toothpick in his mouth and it would have a tug-of-war with the toothpick with him.
I love it.
And then my brother, little brat, was flipping rubber bird bands at it with one of my cousins. And it scared the cockatiel so bad back where our old dog was that was not doing very good. And the dog got it.
Oh.
My dad was broken.
Yeah. I had a friend that their bird was in a bedroom with the door shut. But, you know, when you have pet birds, you let them out, right? So it was in the bedroom on top of the cage. With the bedroom door shut, and they had company that brought their dog, and somebody for whatever reason went in the bedroom for something and the dog went in and got the bird.
Yeah, I went on vacation and I had a cockatiel. Me and my ex-husband went on vacation, and one of my friends came because we also had brand new puppies. So she came to take care of the dogs and my bird. Well, apparently one of the times something happened. She didn't tell me what happened, but when I came home, I found the bird cage tipped over and my bird was dead.
Oh my. Huh.
I'm wondering if one of the dog's puppies got out or dog got out, because one of the puppies was hers, and it just wasn't ready to go yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she accidentally let the dogs out in the house, and I'm pretty sure one of the two adults got
Sounds
it.
like it. Sounds like it.
One of my adult dogs broke a basement window and killed my bunny. He was outside and he broke through the window.
Oh my gosh.
And got my bunny.
Wow. That's determination. Wow.
It's a lab for you.
And said her uncle had a parrot, and every time they turned on the vacuum, it would say, "Turn that damn thing off." That's funny. Well, y'all, let's go over to Nomox channel, and I'll see y'all over there. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate y'all so much. You make my day. And let's head on over there.
See you over there.
Coming up and visiting. I appreciate it very much. Very much.
You're welcome. It's
All
been
right.
fun.
Let's head over. Thanks, guys.